Hey, what's up, PC Williams coming to y'all live on this great Wednesday afternoon. And I got a very special guest joining me via Skype from Winter Haven, Florida. This young man was voted Coach of the Year by the Ledger recently. He is the head coach of the girls weightlifting team at Lake Wells High School, who just, by the way, won their Region 1A championship, had four lifters qualified for the state championship, had a 10th place finish, the highest by any Polk County school. Joining me via Skype, my brother from a whole other family, my big head clone, the man himself. Hey, Sean Williams, what's going on, Coach?
What's going on, big dog? What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, bro. Good to see you, man. You know, you the man down there from what I heard, bro. You run familiar or something I heard. What's going on, bro?
I don't know if it's all that, man. I'm just trying to be a little piece to the puzzle every day. That's it, man.
All right. But my first question, dude, off the bat. You one of my favorite all-time teammates, man. One of the baddest dudes I ever see play football. What got you into coaching weightlifting, man?
Man, it's just a passion I have, man. Just to see young men and young women really just going all out to improve themselves. I think a lot of times nowadays we've gotten away from the grind. People don't want to work. People don't want to put in the time. But if you're trying to be great at something, you got to put some time in there. You got to put some time into that building. You got to put some work into that building to improve your body, to improve your physique before you can excel in the sports that you trying to accomplish your goals in. I think nowadays, man, everybody want to be an agility expert and a speed coach. You know how that stuff go. And like I said, that stuff is all good and well, man, but that's where it starts, building up your strength, being able to know that you can rely on your body to make it through a full season. A lot of them don't understand that part. Strength training goes into injury prevention. So if you don't know how to strength train and you don't know how to train your body, then you can't make it through a lot of these seasons they trying to make it through. So, just to kind of impart that knowledge to the kids and just be a part of their lives, man. It's been special.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's actually a great perspective, man, because you see football players and basketball players, you think, man, that guy just built like a freight train, but it's like it's so much work that go into doing this. And like you said, you a bit LeBron fan. This dude spent a good million just on training his body, just on getting the right people around him, the right shots and all that. So it's a lot that goes into getting your body up for that kind of punishment. So that's actually a great perspective, man. But y'all had a great season, man. I just ran through some of y'all accomplishments, man. But was it something like at what point during the season, was it like before the season that this could be a special year? Because you guys had a very special year, man. And I feel like it's only going to get better and better. So did you kind of see it happen, or they kind of surprised you with what happened this year? Like how you feel about the season?
Well, I mean, to me, it wasn't really a surprise. It was a lot of unknowns going into it. Obviously, I do the boys as well. My boys done had a lot of success. We've been winning for the past 4 years now. So when Coach Pavey came to me about taking over the girls program, I was a little apprehensive that anybody would be. But, once started going in, because I always do preseason before the season started going in, seeing what we had coming back, the girls we had coming back, a lot of the new girls that decided to join the team. I'd probably say the second week of preseason, the first week of regular practice, I just started to see something special was in the group. We had a bunch of go-getters. We had a bunch of people that wanted to be great. The returners that we had coming back, they just needed to be taught proper technique. They just needed a little bit of guidance. So, Summer Baker and Destiny Cuevas, they made things pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Because they were great examples for a lot of those other girls to follow. Once we got them acclimated with how we do things, I got them acclimated. Me and Coach Q got them acclimated with our plan, our training regimen, taught them proper technique and form. After that, the sky's the limit. And like I said, you know how I do. Anything I do, I'm gonna inject my energy into it. I'm gonna inject that family atmosphere into it. So, we don't have cliques. Everybody get along with everybody. First week of practice, you gonna work out with different workout groups. You ain't working out with your friends. So then that way you start to bond as a family, and then you believe anything is possible. Now we getting under the bar. You got 10, 15 teammates screaming in your ear, okay, yeah, hey, this ball floating all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden, hey, I got some strength I ain't never knew I had. You know, and just to see the support, that's the thing. So, you know, that's something that they could take with them wherever they go. PC, they could take that wherever they go. You know, long as they understand that a family atmosphere and that teamwork there, and they can impart that message to people, man, you could take that thing anywhere. So, like I said, it's just a great group of girls, but probably about the third week of practice, I seen them could be something special.
Like, what do you think? Like in terms of projections for the future, man. Like you said, y'all just kind of bust out the gate this year. Only going to get better. They're going to get more and more comfortable. The culture get more and more stronger. So, like, what do you see this team? Like, it's a sky. Like, where do you see this team hitting that peak next year? Or do you, like, what? Like, how's the future looking for you with this team?
I mean, every year kind of has its challenges, you know. As far as the projections for next year with my girls, I still believe that it's going to be ascending. It's going to be great. You know, we had a few girls that were just on the outside looking in. We have about a good, you know, 5 or 6 more than that that's returning. You know what I'm saying? And they got the right mindset. I got a bunch of them already ready to get back in the weight room. They ready for the summer schedule that's gonna come out soon. Um, so like I told them, anything is possible, man. If, like I said, I had one that went to state that's returning. She's in 10th grade. Like I said, we had a few that just missed out on state that's returning. So, like I said, the sky's the limit next year. And the biggest thing is we got enough returners I know that's coming back to know how to work. So when we get our new young ladies that come in, the program just gonna take off and run. But like I said, you know me, man. I don't expect nothing less for us to continue to be a top weightlifting program in the state. And you know me, I'm gonna put my heart, soul into making sure that happens. I put my time, effort in that every day, Pat. So you know that.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me twice, man. I play ball with you. I be on that battlefield with you, man. So they got a great coach, man. I appreciate the family atmosphere you provide because I feel like so many times these coaches say, "Well, you know what? Don't I got my stars over here, and the rest of y'all, you know, fall in line." I feel like, you know, like with Bill Belichick, he'll take Tom Brady and dress Tom Brady down in front of the whole team. Like, hey, so if I do Tom Brady like this, y'all don't stand a chance. So everybody will fall in line and do what I say because Tom Brady ain't even safe for me. So I appreciate that. And I feel like that's missing, you know, in today's sports from part one to, you know, the big leagues and all that, man. But enough of all this, man. We go get into the nitty gritty of this whole conversation, man. Nonsense, man. You a LeBron fan. It's well documented. It's not your fault. You wasn't raised right. But hey, you know. But, you know, LeBron had a rough year. You know, I admit as a sports fan, LeBron has spoiled us. It's like every May and June, like, okay, well, here come LeBron time. LeBron versus whoever coming out on the West, man. So LeBron took a step back this year. He came out West, didn't work out so well. Then Magic Johnson all of a sudden pull the Baltimore Colts on them and just peace out. Like, I want to get your thoughts on that, man, because I feel like that was a real coward move by Magic Johnson, man. And I feel like things like that have come to define him outside the big old smiling Showtime. Behind that, he can be a real snake, bro. A real, you know, oh, it ain't going my way, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on Magic kind of just dipping out after this tough season like this, man?
I mean, that was a strange one, bro. Like anybody seen that press conference? I mean, just the range of emotions that Magic Johnson went through in that press conference was just crazy to watch because you watching it and you don't know whether to start laughing or get emotional about what he's saying. To be honest with you, I think in the coming days a lot gonna come out from that story. Between me and you, I think, and you know, a lot of the sports outlets was talking about it today, and I even did my research on it. I think it was a scathing article coming out soon about his workplace environment, what he was actually doing in the workplace. Was he actually there day in, day out doing his job? And I think that thing was coming down the pipe, and I think a lot of that comes from this. I also think that it had a little bit to do with the power struggle. You know, sometimes we want to throw in words like, oh, that's my sister. I love her to death. I this and that. And that's fine. I believe that. You know, those two individuals, when Magic came in the league, he was 19 years old. Jeannie Buss was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that is like his sister. But I do think it was some power struggles going on in there. I don't really too much think that him and Rob Pelinka was having a good relationship. Because you got to listen. Me and you both know this. You especially doing this business now. You got to listen to semantics. People say a lot, man. People say a lot without really saying anything at all. So when you hear words like Jeannie needed somebody, hey, she had somebody she could trust in me. You know, like she need people around her she could trust to make the decision. So you looking around like, who is Magic talking about? Like, what is he talking? Who are you alluding to? Like, so I feel like maybe it was a drop off in their relationship. Because come on, Pat, you sit down with this lady for over 3 hours the day prior and talk to her about the direction of the team, but don't tell her you want to quit. Then you meet with LeBron the same day, Rich Paul and LeBron the same day for an hour over lunch, and they have no idea you want to quit. Then you have an impromptu press conference right before a game and quit, and nobody had any idea. So I mean, like you said, I don't really know PC if I would call it snakish behavior, but he does have a history of quitting, whether it be ESPN twice, whether it be the coach of the Lakers when he was coaching 93 for them 16 games and just miraculously quit. It just seems to me that anything that he can excel at, because you got to think, this is a man that's been great at everything he's done. Anything that he can't excel at, or the criticism about to come, it just seems like he out the side door. He finding the side door quick to get out of it. He gone. So like I said, I mean, I just thought for a man that speaks of class so much, I just thought that was a classless way to quit an organization that you say you love, much less a woman that you call your sister and that you claim you love. Like that's hard for me to kind of put that one together.
I mean, I stand by what I say, bro. I feel like his whole career, okay, you obviously are the greatest Michigan State player ever. That's not a debate. We get that. But you come into the NBA and go to the whole expectation and all that. But you also had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who some people would say is the GOAT. Let's match Jordan. He the GOAT. And you had him at your disposal. Like, okay, if all else fails, we're then open. Everybody, okay, here Kareem. Okay, my GOAT, my backup plan is to get a ball to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, here you go. You know what I'm saying? So when things get rough for him, he crumbled. He crumbled, dog. And like, what he lost my respect at is like, Isaiah, your homeboy. I get it. Jordan don't like him. Everybody hate Isaiah Thomas. But that's your boy. That's your boy.
Yeah,
you kiss that man for a game. And Jordan say, I want Isaiah off the dream team. I'm sorry. I love John Stockton, but you not half the point guard Isaiah was, bro. So stop it. So that's your man. You should say, you know, MJ, I love you. I respect you, but come on, bro. You got one championship. You the man now. But me, Bird, Barkley, Malone, we not gonna take that. You know, no. He just sat back. So I'm like, he got that kind of thing where I'm like, where your loyalty at when it get a little rough, man? But hey, he out. But like you said, him being gone, maybe that presence, like, okay, everybody breathe. Magic gone now. Not how y'all really feel. You ain't gotta hide how you really feel no more. So I think it'll be good. But the problem at hand, LeBron's still there. You know, as far as we know, he ain't got nobody traded yet, or he ain't quit or did nothing crazy. Like, you know how you boy do, man. So I have no doubt LeBron can do his thing, bro. But you in the West, you need something. You need some help, bro. So what would it take for LeBron and the LA to get back to that Showtime atmosphere where it's great again? What does LeBron need, in your opinion?
Uh, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Pat. He gotta stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, I get it. You know, LeBron probably is one of the most dissected athletes probably in modern history. I would say probably the most dissected athlete because if you really think about it, he's the first athlete in really this social media era to really be this large of a figure, whether it's on the court or off the court. So with that is going to always come more scrutiny on the people he around. So that can be a weighing factor for a lot of people. Now, I do think a lot of people coming sideways out the mouth a lot too often. And I don't know if you feel like that too, but sometimes some of these quotes and stuff that they like, come on, bro. Like, just let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to compete against the man, let's say that. But you know, KD coming out with the toxic and this and that. When you really, if you look at what KD been doing, KD catalog, bro, think about what KD come out with the boardroom. LeBron already got the shot. Then it just little stuff here and there that seem like almost the same thing. I'm like, KD, you're not fooling nobody. We get it. You know what I'm saying? We see what you trying to follow right after this man, what he doing. Right? So we get some of that stuff, but in order to get them back to where they need to be, I just think he does need to stay healthy. I do think they need to add another piece. Now, I don't know what that piece is going to be. I don't know what those pieces are going to be. I will say this. LeBron's not blameless this year. And everybody at the end of the day, Pat, I think people be afraid to check themselves. Hey, look, that's one of my favorite players, but at the end of the day, the leadership was lacking this year. That's it. His body language was terrible at times. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know what happened because I'm off all that. LeBron get people traded stuff, but I will say that the Lakers handled the Anthony Davis situation poorly. If LeBron never gets hurt, that game during with the Warriors when the Lakers were fourth in the West, and I know it was only by 2 games, but really they was only 2 games from 7, and they was only 2 games from first. So it's kind of like, but they were playing good basketball. So I always kind of go back to that moment because you got to think, Pat, if he never gets hurt, how do they handle that Anthony Davis situation? And who knows if they even handle it that way. But seeing that he got hurt, he comes back, they in 10th place. Not everybody kind of looking around panicking. At the end of the day, I don't get in whether people are 100%, 70%. If you on that court, you on that court. That's it. So he decided he wanted to come back. He pushed himself back. He got back. When he did get back, they just never could find their footing. Then Lonzo Ball gets hurt. Then B.I. get hurt after that. It's just, you can't overcome those injuries because you didn't have it in the first place. Then let's go back to the beginning of the year. The construction of the team was just poor. And I know LeBron had a hand in that too. He felt like, hey, he really did believe, and I don't care what nobody say. He believed in himself like he should, but he believed in them young guys, dog. He believed in them young guys, man. People say what they want, but he really thought that B.I. Lonzo, Kuzma was going to take that next step.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't have. I'm not saying they didn't take a step either way. I really thought Lonzo Ball was playing good ball before he injured his ankle. I think he thought he found something before he hurt his ankle. But I just think them deciding to go with playmakers over shooters at the beginning of the year was just a bad, bad idea. He never has played like that. And I get it. It's okay to have another ball handler, but you still need more shooting. And the Lakers just put that whole thing together. So, like I said, I get it. If you want to divide the power, I give LeBron 25% of that. If you want to give him 35, 40% of that, I give him that. But man, a good 50, 60% got to go to Pelinka and Magic. I just don't know what they thought about with the construction of the team. I got it, but it never really materialized the way that I think they thought that it would. But I do think now, if LeBron doesn't get hurt, who knows? We'll never know that. But
like you said, we'll never know. And it was early, in the season. I have no doubt if he's healthy that they make the playoffs.
yeah.
I don't think you're not beating Golden State right now. I mean, you're not beating them right now. That wasn't even with you get AD. Okay, maybe you get there. You're not beating them right now. Mm-hmm. So, and like you said, LeBron is highly scrutinized. And me and you went back and forth with this. That's why I'm glad we're doing this interview. We can finally put to bed all this nonsense about what, man. All right. I do feel like LeBron gets highly scrutinized. Now the whole he's sitting right here and he brought wine to the game. That's overdoing it. That's completely overdoing it, and I have an issue with that. But I also feel like this. In this social media era, you got so many folks that hate LeBron, but you have so many people that give him excuses and give him that pass. Now, you hold him accountable, but there are some Bron fans that say, nah, it's all their fault, not Bron's fault, and that's where I have an issue. Like, hold on now. You play a part in this too. The whole AD trade, you should have got in front of a young guy and said, look, guys, I'm all in with y'all. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm with y'all. And if they get traded, you say, hey, I ain't know about it. You know what I'm saying? What me? I wasn't involved in that, whatever, man. The whole AD thing was a dumpster fire from the jump. You wasn't the way you went about it, the way AD went about it, it was never going to work. And you probably compromised your future because now, like I said, Lonzo Ball, he good, but he hurt. BI up and down. Now it's like your trade assets look like, oh, hold on now. We might want to call Boston and get that little young core. Mayor messed it up for that. My next point is about Lonzo Ball. I feel like since he came into the league, bro, his dad don't help at all because, my boy better than Steph Curry. You give that boy that kind of target in that conference with those point guards. Come on, bro. Westbrook, Beverly, Curry, they all waiting on your son, bro, to cook him alive, bro. So I feel like, is he a bust? No. Is he the best point guard in that draft? We all know it's De'Aaron Fox. But would you call Lonzo a bust right now, or do you feel like he'll be better off somewhere else, fresh start, out of LA, out of the spotlight?
Man, Pat, I'm so happy you asked me that question. Not more so because the Lonzo Ball situation, but also too so I can touch on the dad situation as well. Because I think that's a big one. I think that LeVar elephant in the room is gonna crush a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna ask you a question about Lonzo. I don't think Lonzo's a bust, but we all need to come to the realization that Lonzo might just be an average basketball player, and that's okay. He may be a fringe all-star. He may be a fringe all-star for the rest of his career, and that's okay. All right? He is a 50% free throw shooter. These are facts. Now, I'm not going to get away from the facts. Let's just stick to the facts. He's a 50% free throw shooter. He is not a kid. He is not a kid that likes to get to the rim. He does not like to get to the rim because he don't want to get fouled because he don't want to have to go to the line. Okay? This year, he became an above-average three-point shooter, so that's okay. But he has no mid-range game. So now is he an elite defender at the point guard position? Yes. He is an elite on-ball defender. He is elite at that. He is an elite defender. But as you know, aside from Draymond Green, what elite defenders gonna make multiple All-Star games? And really, Draymond made those, in my opinion, not because he's not great in what he does, but also because of the people around him, allowing him to do what he does. So now you looking at this kid like, I need this kid. I draft this kid second overall pick. I need this kid to score 21, 25, averaging 27 points a game, 8 assists a game. But you may never actually get that from Lonzo. And that's okay if he a 17-10 guy, that's okay. That's who he is. But I think this whole thing has been blown up over the dad situation, over the LeVar situation. I'm going to touch on that just a little bit because I think it's a stigma. I know it's a stigma because me and you understand it. All right, we know the whole black dad American, black American dad story, the sad story. We know it. A lot of black young men don't have their fathers in their lives. So I think what's happened is we see LeVar as this guy that's really trying to be in his kids' lives and push them forward and do all this. But we got to take a step back and really analyze this situation. LeVar's not being helpful. LeVar's not helping none of his kids.
It's not helping them, yeah.
So let's start off. Let's just start off with the LiAngelo situation. LiAngelo goes to China and steals. Okay, he gets out. Okay, based on and pretty much as a dad, he went over there and did whatever he did. Trump tried to act like he did something. The dad, him getting to the rift, whatever. But the biggest deal is your son goes over there and steals, and instead of making his butt sit at UCLA, and they were gonna let him stay, serve his punishment, and then play the next year, you decide to take him out of there to go to Lithuania to do what? LiAngelo wasn't even projected to be a second-round pick when you took him out of UCLA. So what did you think was going to happen with that? Your youngest son, who I really ultimately believe that is offensively the most talented out of all of them.
Easily.
Okay, he becomes this overnight social media sensation. He can put the ball in the hole, but he plays no defense. He tries on defense, and he don't try on defense at all. Okay, so
still wrong.
So you take him to Lithuania as well and forego his chance to play in high school because you couldn't get along with the high school coach because he wouldn't let your son shoot 50 shots a game. So I mean, so Pat, come on, like some of this stuff. It's making you laugh because it sounds stupid. But people nowadays act like they can't see stupid when it's getting told to them. Like, I get it. You want him to be this hero in the black community, but he's not helping his sons. Ultimately, he's not helping them by the decisions that he's made. Then not to mention, we get to this situation where Lonzo gets $2 million stolen from him by a business partner that you brought in that you say you was trying to help. This man got a rap sheet for money laundering and all this, and you put him in charge of the money, and then don't check the emails, don't check nothing for over good 6 months. I mean, come on, man. Then you got Lonzo trying to distance himself. Then you got this fool getting on TV again talking about some LiAngelo is better than Zion. I looked at that. I had to scroll past on my phone, man. I said, I can't believe this man is at it again. Like, so at the end of the day, and also, Pat, I'm throwing the question back to you as a father. Like, I get, but what are you doing? What is this? How is this helping your sons? Now you got 2 sons that may never play in the NBA, may never get a shot now. And a third son that if he don't distance himself from you, he may not even get to a second contract. I mean,
it makes no sense. And I feel like this whole LeVar Ball thing, it came and went. And I feel like in the black community, we gave him a pass because there's so many young black kids that are like, man, I wish I had me a dad like that. Do you really, bro? Do you really want some dad putting you at risk to lose millions of dollars like that? I understand he in y'all life, but come on, bro. 2 things can be true. You can be a deadbeat dad at your kid's life. You never seen you. You can be in your kid's life doing more damage than good. So you can't just, I'm in their life. Okay, that's 10%. Teach them something. My son's playing baseball before they play football. Cause I want y'all to learn, I'm not ready for y'all football yet. You know what I'm saying? Show me the basics. Show me we can go out there and be a part of a team. Baseball real easy, less restful, less risk. Besides, they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all start with that. If they say, Dad, I never want to play football a day in my life. I ain't gonna disown my shoe. If my son become a doctor or a lawyer, even better. I played football, like, okay, whatever. Like, if I could be a lawyer making millions of dollars being a lawyer, that's cool. I'm not fair to live my dream through my son because you play ball with me, bro. I love everything on the field, bro. I have nothing to live through my sons for, bro. And say like, well, daddy gave it all he could. So I ain't got nothing to live for no more in terms of myself. I'm gonna see y'all grow. So like LeVar handled it horribly, and as a father, I'm disappointed, bro. Like you don't speak for me and every other father, bro, because I wouldn't do my kid like that. I stay out the way. If my son good, they'll find him. Like my son ain't good, son, you gotta be better, whatever. But he ruined everything from day one for all them kids, bro. So they only hope is the fact that their hope is Lonzo Ball get a jump shot sometime soon. That's their hope.
What only hope that's the hope, man. That's the hope.
He said, look, Lonzo could end up being.
Nah, go ahead. You good?
Like you said, Lonzo. Okay, if he end up being for his career some 15-10, like the dude can get 10 assists if he wants to. He can get 15 points. He play good defense. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know, I get it. Steph Curry and Russ, the point guard position is on steroids now, but ain't nothing wrong with a traditional Jason Kidd type dude, 15, 10, and 10, you know, every so often, whatever. So that's the problem for me. But anyways, enough for the Ball family, man. They just ruin your day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Back to you though, man. You like I say, you in Polk County right now, but you born and raised in Yulee, hometown of the Heisman Trophy winner Derrick Henry, Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, man, growing up in Yulee and seeing a player as special as Derrick Henry come from there, do you feel like people are sleeping on a small town talent? Because you think about Florida, you say, okay, I want some great players. Okay, go to Florida. All right, where in Florida? Sure, Miami, Belgrade, Lauderdale, Tampa. But I feel like they be sleep on like the Yulees and the small town boys. Like they're not filled with great talent, but there's a diamond in the rough everywhere. And I feel like you see Derrick Henry, you think, oh, wait, he's from Miami? No, he's from some small city outside Jacksonville, nobody ever heard of. So do you feel like people overlook the small towns when they're recruiting, or do you feel like it's a fair, or it's like, Miami has better athletes, so go there, but do you feel like there's people being sleeping on the small town talent?
I mean, keep it a buck with you. Keep it as 100 as I can with you, Pat. I think it's always gonna be unfair. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, like I tell my kids all the time, if you expect the life to be fair, you're gonna be waiting a long time. I think that it's always gonna be some overlook there. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, Derrick was special. Anybody that seen Derrick play middle school already knew exactly how this story was gonna end, and it wasn't gonna end but nothing with him in the NFL. If you was out there, they would just watch him play middle school ball. You know what I'm saying? And when he got in high school ball, be able to electrify a whole town, a whole city come out to watch this man do his thing. And then the fact that he handled himself with such class and grace all the way through. To know the guy and to just know him and know his heart, just a soft-spoken cat that go about his business. And that's who he always been. But Derrick was special. He was the special type of talent the way you had to come see. Sometimes in the small town atmosphere, in the small town units, you don't always have that. Like I said, a lot of these scouts, man, even in D2, D3, you and me know that. So it's some cats in there deserve to get just the same look. But it don't always happen. And like I said, you have a few scouts. Now, they claim they can find them anywhere, but let's be honest here. It's a couple spots. They not looking super duper hard like that. So let's just keep it, they going to look at the spots where they already know the proving ground. If I know I can find talent there, I'm going to keep going to the well. Don't act as if you just, going to some podunk town out here, in Florida or some podunk town out there in North Dakota to look for a kid. You're not doing it. Does that mean those towns don't have talent? Heck no. No kids that do, they probably do have talent. It sucks though, because I do think that the small towns at points in times get overlooked unless they have a singular talent that demands your attention. When that talent demands your attention, you have to come see. Right. But I do think some kids fall through the cracks, especially in these small town environments, because it's just not enough eyes on them. So, you know, that, and I think that's always going to exist, because as much as talent scouts of football want to claim they'll go under the ends of the earth and under a rock, at the end of the day, Pat, they can't reach and can't see everything. You know, how do you think my man from the Vikings, he, you know what I'm saying, he's sitting out there feeling. He's sitting out there at a podunk D3. He show up to a local, to the little Vikings combine there and run a 4.3. Then everybody looking around like, who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? But before that, so and like I said, God forbid if Thielen never goes to that, bro. He probably sitting on his couch somewhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so right. It's tough, man. It's tough, man.
It's an Adam Thielen all over. It's an Adam Thielen everywhere, and we play ball with some cats. I'm like, how the hell you got here? What you doing here? Like, I seen the first time I saw Taylor Atwood running football. I'm like, hold on, what, do you have bad grades? DUI arrest? Like, what he doing here? Mike Frazier coming to the cafeteria 6'4", 250. Like, what he doing here? Like, wait, why is he here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's so much talent all over the place, man. I feel like you have to have an open mind, brother. Just say, like, you know what? Yeah, I can go to Miami and find a whole bunch of, you know, Amari Coopers and Calvin Ridley, but maybe I should go to just some small town. Maybe I'll find me a Jerry Rice in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe I'll find me a Charles Haley somewhere out of nowhere, you know, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, man. But like I said, Tayshawn, we had this interview between me and you, man. And one of the main things I wanted to put to bed once and for all was this long drawn out Kobe and LeBron. We've been going back and forth for years. It's like, okay, man, you ain't gonna change my mind. I ain't gonna change your mind. I get why you think LeBron's the GOAT. My only issue, I have one issue with this whole thing. Yes, sir. If you think LeBron is better than Kobe, that's not blasphemous. LeBron's a freaking genetic accident. Kobe ain't 6'9", 250 like that. So I get it. LeBron as a specimen, a talent, an overall game, I get it. Yeah, he's better than Kobe. But I prefer Kobe because of the mindset I had as a player. Like, if we 4th and goal, they say, all right, what y'all do? No, coach, look at me. Run behind me. If anybody go lose it, you run behind me. You run whatever play you got to run and put the run back behind me and let me guide him. And I feel like Kobe and Jordan had that mentality of, you know what? If we going down, we going down on my watch. Whereas LeBron, I passed to Carl Korver for the game-winning shot. You know, and that's okay. My only issue is how Kobe gets dismissed. Like, oh, okay, you know, long with the conversation. No, that's wrong. And to make it crazy, Tayshawn, Kobe's not even my all-time favorite player.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because he showed me as a kid, okay, I ain't got to be a scorer. I can go out there and outwork y'all to the point where y'all get so frustrated you don't want to play no more. And my dog in the Hall of Fame, too. You know what I'm saying? Never averaged more than 10 points a game in the season in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. My all-time favorite player, Dennis Rodman. But I think Kobe deserves that seat at the table of the other greats. And it's not just Bron and Jordan. It's Kareem. It's Wilt. It's Bill Russell. It's Jerry. It's Larry Bird. It's Tim Duncan. For crying out loud.
Yeah, you're not lying now.
So many guys. So my only issue is how Kobe gets overlooked and kind of dismissed. If you think LeBron better than Kobe, I have no issue with that. why would I say that's crazy? I've seen LeBron play basketball. I ain't blind. Like the man, he does things that normal human beings can't do. And that ain't Kobe or Jordan fault that their dad wasn't. Like, where's LeBron's dad? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that's my only issue. If LeBron said he's to go, I appreciate that. Hell, I respect it for saying it. So my only point is, let's stop dismissing Kobe, and not just Kobe. Let's include Kareem some damn time. Like, this Kareem might do what you're wrong.
That's the one I hate the most. I hate that man, think about this. Think about going through your college career and basically not losing. Don't lose in college. Don't lose in college. And win how many rings? What he won? 5?
He won 3 straight because he didn't play freshman year. Won 3 straight. Go to the NBA. 6 MVPs. 6 championships.
Come on, you know, I mean, come on, man. That got to be the greatest winner, basically of all time. Now, if you want to say Bill Russell, cool. But my whole deal is just the college thing, though. To win 3 rings in college and come and win 6 NBA titles with 6 MVPs, and we never ever even mentioned this guy in that conversation. So I mean, like I said, I'm not, because a lot of people tend to think, you know, like I'm just this unbiased fan. I'm not. I tend to think a lot of people are very biased when it comes to talk about this conversation. That's all and the only reason I say that, Pat, is because we all got flaws. That's why I love when I listen to people talk about these men sometimes, I have to then look like, bruh, like you act as if you don't got no flaws in your game or didn't have no flaws in your game. Like, what are you talking about? Ain't none of these cats perfect. And then what killed me is we in this social media age of going to find these fake stats and these fake little cutout charts and all this. I'm like, bruh, the fact of the matter is this. Jordan is, he's not to me, but consensus is he's the best basketball player ever walked this earth. I still think Jordan had his flaws. I still think that Jordan lost a bunch of time in the first round. I know that for a fact. I still know that the bad boy Pistons and the Celtics and the Showtime Lakers got old before them championships started.
Hold on. Why is it that they was old when he beat them, but they got there for him to beat them? I mean, okay. First of all, put some respect on the bad boy's name. Y'all.
Oh no, I do. Hey, look, the bad boys got in an era, got 2 rings out of this era with the Celtics, the Bulls, and the Lakers. They ended up getting 2. I don't care what anybody say, because I get a lot of people talking about Steph Curry over Isaiah. But if you really put it in comparison, think about what was going on at this time, Pat, and the waters that they had to get through to get them 2 rings. It ain't nothing compared to what what Steph doing with the Warriors right now. I mean, come on, man.
You got Larry Bird in your own conference. You got to fight through him. You got to fight through Dr. J. Then you get to by the way, it's some kid named MJ coming up fast. Then you get to the finals. You got Showtime. You get a bad call on Larry Bird that cost you a championship. You get back again. Bro, that team was so deep, bro. You had the greatest backcourt ever. You know, you had Mark Aguirre, a #1 overall pick, Adrian Dantley, MVP, Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahone was terror personified. Oh, by the way, you had a kid named, what his name was? Oh, some kid named Dennis Rodman who won back-to-back deep wise before he met Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So that team was so loaded. I don't blame Jordan because all he had was Pippen. Them boys are 10 deep with about 7 guys that, had they stayed healthy or stayed on the right track, could be in the Hall of Fame they damn self. So
can you please tell me what's going on with your boy Pippen? He either having memory lapses or something going on with him, Pat. Tell your boy to figure out what he wants. Now, one day he talking about he better than Jordan. One day he talking about LeBron better than Jordan. Then he talking about LeBron ain't got no killer instinct. I'm like, damn, Pip. Like, what is you talking about? Like, I mean, like I said, I get people get on TV and they just start talking, but sometimes, man, you gotta be realistic, man. The day he got on there and said he was better than Jordan, I was like, what? I said, boy, Pippen on one then, man. So I mean,
well, you know what? Whatever he's smoking, I can feed the whole hood with it.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on sometimes, man. It just be like I said. I think sometimes we always have, and you know how this junk go. We always sometimes kind of have a higher view of ourselves than what's reality. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the people that can understand where they at and where they was at in their career, it take a lot, bro. Because, you know, sometimes you do got to let that ego go. You know, sometimes you wasn't a better player than somebody. Sometimes you didn't do this better. But just as far as the GOAT conversation, you know, I feel the way I feel about it. But like I said, man, you know, me and you, we go back and forth on the topic a lot. But the main thing I just come to, bro, is everybody got flaws. And I think sometimes, and this is happening a lot in politics, and this happening a lot in life, Pat, sometimes we see what we want to see. We don't like to stick to the facts or the information. We don't like to research anything. So nowadays, people just out here creating narratives for people, creating stuff out of thin air, and just running with it. I mean, I just hope one day we'll get back to the truth. Because, you know, that's okay. It's okay to just be honest about what people have done and where they at. And more importantly, it's okay to go research sometimes and figure some of this stuff out, rather than just trying to create narratives that don't exist or prop people up just because you a fan of them. If you a fan, you also got to be objective too. And I feel like a lot of that's missing, man. It's missing a lot.
And my thing, like I said, Kobe is my all-time favorite player, and I never said he was the GOAT. I put Kobe behind MJ, behind Kareem, behind Wilt. I have him neck and neck with Tim Duncan because I feel like they from 2000 to 2010, that's a decade, and him and Duncan kind of clashed. You know, Kobe won 5, Duncan won 4. You know, so I gotta put those two in the top 10 because of the decade dominance. So, like I said, man, like you say, if we all as fans like just look at it from a different perspective, man, it may be better, man. Cause like I said, we don't want to hear the bad things about our favorite player, man. We don't. You know what I'm saying? It hurts me when cats say, "Well, Kobe missed all these shots." I'm like, "Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did."
Hey, especially because a lot of people, like I said, Pat, I'm gonna say this now. A lot of people love to talk Kobe about that clutch time, but if you look at them numbers, well, I'm telling you now, that junk will make you start to raise your eyebrow like, whoa, what is these cats talking about? Yeah, he took that shot. He took that Mamba mentality shot a lot, y'all be talking about, but a lot of them jumps ain't go in, and we convinced that a whole bunch of them went in when that really wasn't reality of what happened. So,
and I think the Black Mamba is a great name for him because he lived by a sword and he died by it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's because like you can like you can't sit here and say Kobe wasn't clutch. You can't say LeBron wasn't clutch. You can't say MJ wasn't clutch.
I agree.
LeBron just he takes smarter shots. It's shots that Kobe took. I'm like, bro, you should have took that shot. And he took it a lot.
Yeah.
Same story with LeBron. I'm gonna do the right thing, the right play, and you know, taking all those shots, it adds up on Kobe. Like, so yeah, he missed all these shots, but the respect comes in where it's like he was willing to keep taking that burden, and I'm willing to face the media and say, yeah, I missed it, so what? You know what I'm saying? I respect that part of it. But
quick question though for you: where you stand with this championship thing? Because I think that's the most aggravating argument that I get daily. Because this my deal, Pat. How much stock we gonna put into these now? Because a lot of people try to tell me Bill Russell's out there playing with somebody daddy that worked at the store. You know what I'm saying? And they want to tell me that. And then at the end of it, so they try to disqualify him because of that. Okay. They want to knock LeBron for having 3. Okay, Kobe won 5. Okay, Jordan obviously won the 6. But my whole deal with that is, okay, well, Robert Ory got 5. Robert Ory got 6. I mean, so I'm just trying to keep
would you say Robert Ory was even a top 4 player on any team you won a championship with?
That's crazy. I wouldn't even say that. I mean, he might have been top. He might have been top 4 on some of them Laker teams, but that's highly debatable. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year.
So with Robert Ory, and I wish he would shut the hell up. Like, bro, you rolled coattails. You had the Dream. You had Kobe and Shaq. You had Duncan and Robinson. You had a great luck. You had good luck, bro. All right, you knocked down open shots because they double teamed Shaq. They double teamed Shaq. Who was open? You was open. They double teamed the Dream, so you was open. So he don't count as a guy. LeBron's an alpha male. Kobe is an alpha male. Now I get it, championships. Here's why I got a problem with it. LeBron got 3, he should go. He lost 6 of them. My thing is, and we go to football. If Peyton Manning beat Tom Brady 3 times in the AFC Championship game, he got 2 rings, but we choose to not honor him because of it's like a double okay. With LeBron, it don't matter what Peyton Manning it does. So it's like, so there is stocking these championships, but is the end all to be all? No. It's just a lot more than just the rings, but it does play a factor, bro. Like, because if Peyton Manning had Tom Brady's championship case, then the GOAT in the NFL was never that's the discussion that ended a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. My question now, that's a good thing. That's the thing. Hey, I like what you're saying with that. I got something for you about that too. Okay. So between the 3, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Tom Brady. Clearly Tom Brady the GOAT. But is there any discussion between Peyton Manning and Joe Montana? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I always say sometimes this championship thing gets sticky. Because if you want to allocate stats and stuff in that too, I really think Peyton got a case. Like, I know, obviously, Tom is gone. Tom gone at this point. That's an out of discussion. But to say Peyton Manning shouldn't be in the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks that ever played the game, maybe the number 2. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, Drew Brees, I know he don't have none, but he gonna have all the stats. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's tough with that championship talk, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot.
But that's bro, that's what keeps these barbershop conversations that keeps going, because like we can't ignore championships, but we can't overvalue them. We can't it's a never ending debate, because if we're talking about stats, it could be this guy. If it's championship, it's that guy. If, you know what I'm saying? So we just never know. But since you brought the NFL, we go transition now. We'll go close out here, man.
Okay.
Well, the New Orleans Saints been, moaning, groaning. We got robbed. Now the NFL has decided that they're going to make all PIs reviewable, whether it was called or not. I give it 1 week, bro, and we'll be back to normal, because it's going to be too many. It won't change nothing, bro. Like, the Saints, just shut up, bro. You shouldn't have passed the ball on first down. First of all, you wouldn't even been in that situation. Just run the ball. Just run the ball. Take a knee, 5 seconds, field goal, Super Bowl, no question. You got the ball first in overtime. I don't want to hear it. Sorry. Hey, I'm a Cowboys fan. Dez Bryant caught that ball. So don't tell me about no darn overturn. So Dez Bryant caught that damn football, and Miles Jack wasn't down. All right? So stop it. Because it cost the Jaguars a championship. It could have cost my Cowboys a championship with Dez Bryant. So y'all won't be the first. You won't be the last, unfortunately. So your thoughts on that rule? I give it 1 week. I give it. Matter of fact, I give it a half. The first big game of the year, It's over. I'm telling you,
I'm gonna tell you, Pat. On every play down there that people throw the football, you call pass interference, probably.
And holding.
On about every play, you can call holding.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything. So that's why I said I see a lot of people, like I said, Sean Payton beating his chest about this deal. Okay, now it's reviewable. This is my issue. What's going to happen when people throw Hail Marys? I'm just waiting for that to come on, man. What's going to happen when people throw Hail Marys? Because if I'm somebody, I'm going to be like, hell, I'm going to act like somebody hit me. I'm going to try to make this contact. Because at the end of the day, that's basically what you don't open this up to. Because now I don't mind replay. Because I do think that we need to try to get certain things right. But it's just certain things on the football field that you can't always critique and call. You can call pass interference and holding on most pass plays that happen. So now you've given this opportunity for now the game. Now we get to these pressure cooker moments, and now we go into the replay booth for every pass get thrown in the fourth quarter. Because that's essentially what's exactly about to happen. Not to mention the fact that I really think it's gonna have a huge play part in the entire game. I think you're gonna see a lot more of these things coming up. Thank God they only got 2 challenges, because you might, boy, hey, look, boy, because that's how many times you could really throw that flag on that if you wanted to. So at the end of the day, I get it. But Sean Payton got to understand, as long as me and you been playing football, some things gonna go your way, some things not. You not like you just brought up 2 instances. Man, people been missing calls in football since the beginning of time. It happens. It's human error. Same thing with baseball with the umpire. It's human error. You're not gonna get everything right. Now you can try to add replay and fix certain things, but at the end of the day, I just don't see how replay is gonna help you with PI calls. It's not gonna help. What it's gonna do is it's just gonna create more chaos, more talk, and then it's gonna create a longer game. Because like I just told you, what are you gonna do in circumstances when people throwing Hail Marys? I'm telling you, Pat, it's gonna be one time when somebody do that, and it's gonna go all the way to the 1 yard line, and somebody gonna score and win the game, and then we all gonna be sitting in an uproar about that. I'm telling you.
I said, bro, I give it the first big game of the year, the Patriots versus whoever. I give it a half, bro. I give it, like, first of all, here's my full circle dream of this. The Saints get back to the same game, and Michael Thomas score a touchdown, right? Touchdown, we won. And my Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? My Cowboys say, nah, bro, he pushed off. Okay, we're going to review it. He did push off. Now what, Sean Payton? Now what?
because Pat, I think what Sean Payton missing is the PI calls go both ways, bro. So as much as defenders pass interference, wide receivers push off about twice as much as that. So now what are you gonna do? So bro, I mean,
before we go. Nick Saban has 7 national championships. If they call that pick play that Hunter Renfrow scored on the game 1 touchdown, the dude ran in and blocked 2 Bama players. Like, bro, if that's a flag, that's a championship for Nick Saban, bro. Think about how many games could have changed on that call, bro. Like, bro, I give it a half, bro. I give it a half. I give it a half, bro. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. You can't change it, bro. You won't change it because guys, I held guys. You know what I'm saying? It's PI. You was a DB. It ain't no clean little. Okay, you run your route. No. If you faster than me, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna get hands on you, bro. Like, it's gonna happen, bro. So Sean Payton, thank you for ruining our season. Hey, I give it 1 week. The first time, you know what? Let the Patriots lose a game on this. It's over. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But anyways, man, Tayshaun, bro, I appreciate you joining me, man. It was a pleasure to have you, dog. Thank you for being a guest on 1K Sports Uncut 360 edition, man. You know, we doing big things here, man. So I appreciate you. You know, you're a busy man. You know, it's late night, man. So I'm glad you took the time out for your bit, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? I taught you everything you knew, man. So at least you could give brother out time.
I appreciate you having me, man. Not only just giving me the platform to talk about some of my program, but giving me the platform to rap and talk about sports with you, man. It's been a pleasure.
You know, I had you on the hot seat. I'm a fair guy, so if there's anything you want to ask me, go ahead and ask me, bro. No, uncut, unfiltered, man. Ask me what you want to ask me, bro.
Oh no, it ain't nothing, big dog. I think we pretty much done hashed it out. I was just glad we got a chance to rap about some of these topics, cause you know, like I said, I know that this thing gonna turn out special for you. And while you still small, I'm glad you had your little bro on here to come and rap with you and debate some sports with you, man. But like I said, I just
hey, give me a year. You gotta call my assistant and my security guard. Then text me. Then I might. I just might. Hey, if I get on Undisputed, bro, it's a wrap. I'm call me, bro. I don't know you, bro. Oh my God, bro. But hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Like I said, we no more Kobe and LeBron issues. So if you try me, I got this video. I can edit you and have you saying Kobe is the GOAT, Pat. You win. Selling out about LeBron in the heartbeat, bro. Don't try me, Tayshaun. We will have you the biggest Kobe fan in America. If you try me, bro, I will take this video and edit it and have your voice saying, "Yeah, Kobe to go, Kobe to go, Kobe." Over and over. So go ahead and try me, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I got you, bro.
But hey, man, thank you, little bro. I love you, man. Keep doing your thing with them girls and the boys. Weightlifting, man. Keep doing your thing, and hopefully I see you on one of these ESPN World's Strongest Man. My dog over there in the corner, man, with a big old head. Five shoe. You know, come on, bro. Come on now. I see that, man. But
appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. And stay up, man. And God bless, dude.
All right, bro. One love.